Welcome back everybody. In this video we are going to take a look at the for of loop statement, which basically creates a loop iterating over iteratable objects. For example, we have strings, arrays, node list, typed array, maps, and set. We can iterate over these objects using for of. So for example, if I go to PHP Storm here, I'll just say, okay, let person, or let's just say we can say programming, okay, is equal to say JavaScript, right? Now what if I want to iterate over this JavaScript value? So we can say for, and then here we say, okay, let a or let x of programming, and then we can just say console.log x. Save the file. Let's just refresh the browser, and here it goes inside that and then read, okay, the first character J, it prints out, it goes to the next character. So it's iterating over a string right now. Now we can use the for of loop for iterating on arrays as well. So for example, it's time to create an array. So what is your favorite programming language so far? So I can say here mine is JavaScript, C++, or we have a Java, or Ruby. So I'm just going to make it smaller size so we can look at it, and then we can say Python. Right, I'm going to save the file, and now if I refresh the browser, it'll go and look for the first letter or word on index 0, prints it out. C++, Java, and Python is there as well. So let x is a variable which holds the current iteratable value. So it's an array, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the array, okay? So the first is one value. So we can say, okay, let x is a variable, a placeholder, and store the first value of iterable object into the x. And then we just go inside the function and do whatever we want to do with the x. And then we go back and then go grab the second one and store that into the next. So this is like how x work, because when I was using it, I had a bit of confusion about it, but I hope you understand this. So basically let is just a variable name, which is going to store the value temporarily for a specific index of an object we are iterating on. So here we can see we can iterate over arrays. Now let's take a look at how we can iterate over an object. So for example, if I go and create a map, so let's just say we create a new map object, and then after that we are going to set some values for. So we can say, okay, we can say programming.set, and first of all let's just give a key, let's just say HTML, and then we just say, well, I'm just going to say, what can I say about HTML? Hypertext markup language, right? And then we go add something else. We can say programming.set, we can say scripting, and we can say here JavaScript is so cool, right? And then we say programming.set, we can say CSS, and then we can say style.html. Right, I'm gonna save the file. Now let's go refresh the page. Now as you can see, it's actually going inside of programming now, and it's grabbing this first value, and then we can see, okay, we have the 0 index, it's a key, and then 1 is a value. All right, so here another thing about iterating over map object. So here we can say there's a programming there. If I call a function.keys, I'm going to save the file, I'm going to refresh the browser, and it's giving me some kind of an error. So here we can see we have a programming, we have a keys, right, instead of key. We'll save the file, refresh the browser, and there we go. So right now we grab this programming object, which is a map object, and we just say, okay, I'm gonna grab just the keys from that, and then just put that first value into the next, and then go inside a function and work with it. So it's similar to getting a key. I can pass in dot values as well. I'm going to save the file and refresh the browser, and now we're getting hypertext markup language. JavaScript is so cool, and style HTML. So how cool is that? You can grab keys or values from a map object and using for off loop. It's really cool. The last method I want to show you in for off loop is the entries method. So here, if I call entries, let's save the file. Let's refresh the browser, and here we can see it returned us the object. So yeah, that is iterating over object strings and arrays using for off loop, and you will be using for off loop a lot more. So this is so cool.